So I just wanted to film this video real quick and show myself, the cameraman, where everything's going to be. Let me take my glove off here. It's kind of hard one-handed. Okay. So we've got our pile of bolts here. So we've got this long set. You got this long set here. And the long set goes, there's the valve body back out. Goes, long ones go one there. And the other long one goes right there above it. So that one, that one, that one, and that one, that one, and that one, all shorts. Take this out. That's all I wanted to show. Alright, so we're back in here again. So back out. So we just took the valve body off. This hook is exactly where it's been. I haven't moved any of this, and this is going to slide right out. And it's the top of this too. Well, maybe it's not going to slide out. Maybe it'll hold itself in, but it definitely wants to come out. So watch that. Watch out for that. Orient it up. Also, before I back the band screw out, I want to show you that I haven't touched it yet, so it's still screwed into its position. I'm counting, let's see here. One, two, three, possibly the fourth thread. Let me get my screwdriver here. Yeah, fourth thread, and there should be a thread and a half showing. So everything's looking good in here so far, but there's a lot of in-play in this shaft here. I mean, a lot up and down and the left and right. So something's not right in here. And whenever I pulled the this pump out, there was a lot of metal shavings. Not shavings, but metal-ish, silverish looking fluid in here. So something's not right up in this area. Probably the lower planetary, which is not good. Alright, so I'm back. So that chip right there, or wedge I should say, sits... Sorry about that. So let's start over. That wedge sits right there, and the bolt goes through that screw hole, through that hole, and pushes on the center part of that wedge right there in that spot. This wedge sits in here like this, like that, behind in there, and it uses these two ears to sit in that crevice. Alright, so we just pulled the pump, which is right here. Came out fairly easy. This came out behind the pump, and it's got this little tab on it, this little notch. I don't know if this is important or not, but it will be. It went like that, right up against there. So, notch facing towards the pump. So I just thought I'd show the camera this, so it went, so you can see that notch. Notch right there. It does not face in, it faces out. Coming along, just pulled the shaft out, and it goes smooth, cut, smooth, cut. So like this. This is how it goes in, just like that. Whoops. Like that. So you always want this long side facing towards the pump. Okay, so that's the first drum I pulled out. This is not how it goes in there. I just want to let you know how it looks now. So this comes out first. That goes in second. So orange, sorry, backwards. Okay, ignore the first video you've seen. This is the video that you want to see. This goes into the case first, the orange one. This side in. This one goes after that, closest to the pump. Okay, so we just pulled second band out, which is right there, and it's got blotchy spots all over the band. Not good. Behind that, laying right there, was this Torrington bearing is what I believe they call them, and it looks like it's been toasted. I mean, that is toasty. So I'm not sure which way that it was oriented in there. I just know it was laying up like that. So we'll figure out where it goes, but that goes something like that. It's actually probably how it goes, but don't take me for my word. Okay, so that comes out. This is our sun gear, I do believe. So I don't want to mess with any of this, but this sits in here and spins like that. The back side here has this little bearing, and I'll show you. I'll flip it over. Give me a second. And it goes like this. So forked side into the case, not towards the pump, but to the tail, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's this snap ring that goes against that sun gear, or it's not sun gear, planetary gear, and we're about to pull that out. Set this, actually I should probably set this in the box. Down. Okay, so I just slid the shaft right there, the side towards my shoe, goes into the case towards the pump. Pulled that out. This, what I'm holding, goes this, where my thumb is, back towards the case into that hole. That's got a thrust washer on the inside facing forks in. There's one right here, forks facing towards the pump. And this middle bit here that's wanting to come out, right here, my middle finger. After that, we'll pull the rest out. Okay, so I just got done pulling that out. This goes in just the way I'm pulling it out, right here. So there's a wavy disc right here, touching it with my finger. And then there's the big chunky one, shoves in there just like that. I don't even want to mess with it. I don't want to set that there. That's a bad idea. Set it somewhere good. Right here. So just remember, this side that's going down on your bench towards the case, this towards the pump. Unfortunately, my phone decided to delete some of the footage, and I don't have the footage of me putting the transmission in or bending the cooler lines.
There it is. I have proved to myself and probably quite a few other people that it can be done. There it is. Up and running. I need the shift linkage to make it back up and go forward, but underneath it's doing its thing. Let's take a look. Hang on it. There it is. Talking about, baby.
Alright, right, so we're currently sitting here at the Casey's. You can see it behind me here, general store. And, well, I would come to town to fill up, so I didn't have to do it in the morning. I mean, this sucker was on empty. It didn't even want to come above the empty line. So what I mean is, pulled up here to the Casey's, get me a tank full of gas and maybe some chicken for my gut, and fill her up, eat my food, and turn the key over, and kerchunk. The starter is not connected to the transmission. One of the bolts is gone. The other one is in my ashtray. Right now we're waiting on Jason. Looks to be him pulling up now. We're going to sandwich 2 bolts into those holes and then put a nut on the backside and hope that it sandwiches that starter to the block. Does that make sense? Let's do it. Here's Jason. Everything turned out good. The bolts sandwiched in, the starter worked, and made it home. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See ya.